First of all, in planning for this day, I gave the mayor the responsibility for the weather. And I got up this morning and I had a little bit of concern, but of course, Mayor Dean does. He took care of it, and the weather has turned out to be a nice, cool morning to kick off this project. So good morning and welcome to the groundbreaking for HCA's Capitol View project. As you know, this site will be the future headquarters for two HCA subsidiaries, Sarah Cannon and Parallon, both of which continue to expand. Joining me today, Mayor Carl Dean, the District 19 Council Member Erica Gilmore, Ted Townsend, Chief of Staff, the Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development. Also, I saw Mark Cates here somewhere. Mark, I didn't get a chance to say hello. There you are. Thank you from Governor's Chief of Staff. Thank you for being here. Also want to thank Mayor Dean and the Metro Council for their support of our expansion in Davidson County, which we believe will promote the beginning of significant growth and development of the North Gulch area. We've received support from the state of Tennessee, and I want to thank Governor Haslam and his team, along with Commissioner Bill Haggerty and Ted Townsend and your professional staff at ECD for their contributions to this project. HCA has a proud history in Nashville. The company was started 46 years ago with its first headquarters in a small house off West End Avenue. We are committed to Nashville, and in today's highly competitive global business environment, Mayor Dean's significant development efforts, with help from the state and TVA, made the choice of this site the right decision for us, and I think the mayor would agree, the right choice for Nashville. Also here today are Deanna Smith, CEO of Sarah Cannon, and Chris Taylor, President of Parallon, which, along with members of their teams, both Parallon, which offers healthcare providers a range of business and operational services, and Sarah Cannon, which is a leader in oncology research and cancer care, continue to grow. Our 11-acre Capitol View site, which is expected to be completed in 2016, will allow for future growth at these two companies and anchors the development that will complement the fill of the Gulch while accommodating well-planned, flexible expansion. This site will feature a 16-story tower with other structures with a total of more than 500,000 square feet of office space and about 30,000 square feet of retail space, a parking garage, and some surface parking. In addition to being the headquarters for Parallon and Sarah Cannon, we anticipate some other HCA employees could be located here as well. This approximately $200 million project will bring about 2,000 jobs to Davidson County during the next several years. It's also expected to spur growth of the larger 32-acre Capitol View site and the North Gulch. I'd like to recognize a team of people who are responsible for spearheading this project and will ultimately see it through to completion. First, Nick Paul, Vice President of Real Estate for HCA, and Ron Woods. Greg Stein, Vice President of Design and Construction for HCA, and HCA's design and construction team, including Brian Seeley and Clint Russell. Jeff Haynes, Boyle Investment Company, Gresham and Smith Partners, architects, and Stanska construction managers. As part of our Capitol View construction project, HCA is committed to a goal of 20%, at least 20%, contracting with women and minority-owned businesses. Working with Stanska, we are also engaging the local community to create a mural that adds an aesthetic quality to the construction site by placing art on the perimeter fencing of the project. Local artist and Stanska diversity manager, James Thrillkill, along with fellow artists Michael McBride and Randy Purcell, are leading the creation of this mural, which you will begin to see over the next several weeks. And we are glad to have Michael, Randy, and James here with us this morning. In closing, I want to say that HCA is excited about being a part of this development in this area, and I know our employees at Parallon and Sarah Cannon look forward to moving into their new headquarters in a couple of years. Now, I'd like to introduce District 19 Council Member Erica Gilmore.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson and Mayor Dean. Welcome to Council District 19, which includes the downtown Central Business District and this beautiful plot of land that will soon be developed and provide a wonderful economic engine for the Charlotte Gulch area. Thanks to all of you for coming this morning to celebrate this impressive commitment to the North Gulch downtown area. We stand at an exciting time, and this is an exciting place. When the Capitol View opens its doors, it will not only house two of the most important headquarters for Parallon and Sarah Cannon, an investment of more than $200 million, but it will also serve as a seamless link connecting the North Gulch with the Jefferson Street corridor and the ballpark, and many more investments to follow. As we all know, these giant steps cannot go forward, and they do not happen by themselves. We have corporate citizens such as HCA that make them come to pass. So we celebrate you today in helping Nashville go to the next level. As this spot comes to life with retail and residential offices, it will breathe a new life into this part of this city that is poised for a renewed vibrancy. Just as the train tracks across the field once connected Nashville to the rest of the country, companies like Parallon and Sarah Cannon will give Nashville one more connection with the world. Today we have much to celebrate as we turn this soil. Thank you for joining us in this celebration, and now it is my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Ted Townsend, Chief of Staff with the Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development. Ted.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Governor Haslam and Commissioner Hagerty, we congratulate HCA, Sarah Cannon, and Parallon on this Capitol View project. HCA is one of the great American companies. It helped establish the brand of Tennessee, and just in this year, we've added other brands to our model. With Beretta, and then yesterday, the Under Armour announcement in Mount Juliet, we're poised for great success with great companies. It is this company that created modern healthcare administration. HCA put Nashville on the map as the nation's premier hub for healthcare innovation. This project is one of the cornerstones of our administration's economic development record. When the administration began, TNECD placed a renewed emphasis on courting expansions by Tennessee companies. Thank you for your decision to reinvest in Tennessee and in this area of Nashville. As you've heard the numbers, this project will create 2,000 new jobs and represents a capital investment of $100 million. And in fact, in 2012, Site Selection Magazine ranked this one of the top business deals in the nation. Innovation is now a standard in Tennessee businesses, not an aspiration. HCA and its subsidiaries have always been world-class leaders in healthcare. You set the bar for the entire industry. This expansion will be a proud new addition to the Nashville skyline. In fact, our offices are in the Tennessee Tower. We look over this site. In fact, my office does, and I'm so excited to see this progress. And it's a reminder every day of what we do at the department and in this administration to help businesses grow and expand. So this is a deservedly high-profile location for one of Tennessee's homegrown success stories. Again, on behalf of the governor and the commissioner, we thank you for your continued interest and investment in Tennessee. Thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody, for being here today. This is truly a great morning that we've been waiting for. First, let me acknowledge the elected officials who are here with us. We've heard from Council Lady Gilmore, but I also want to mention Council members Ronnie Stein, Walter Hunt, Megan Berry, Larry Hager, Devette Blaylock, and Karen Johnson, and thank them for being here. Joanne Brannon from the school board is here. We have Harold Love from the State House, along with newly elected John Ray Clemens, and congratulations to him. And I also want to say thank you to Mark Cate for being here, and thank you to the governor for his great leadership and partnership on this particular project. Thank you to all the members of the council, those who are here and those who are not here, for your support of this project. HCA, thank you. And I've got to tell you, this day has been a long time coming, and I could not be more excited about what you're doing here on this important corner in Nashville. It means so much for this neighborhood, a neighborhood already growing and really bustling with activity. HCA is an incredible partner and a wonderful asset for this city. The company pulls world-class intellectual talent to our city. Some years ago, the Healthcare Council put together a family tree. It beautifully tells the story of all the companies that have been born out of HCA and how that translates into jobs and how that translates into revenue. But there is another story to be told as well. I know that there are people in today's world that will be quick to say, well, this is all well and good, but what does that mean for me? I don't work for them. Well, that's a fair question. It's a good question. It means anyone who spends time at Centennial Sportsplex swimming or ice skating or working out can thank HCA for the land swap that made that happen. It means that anyone who goes to down the street to the brand new Lentz Public Health Center for an immunization or any health service can thank HCA for that land swap and development agreement that made that happen. And let's look to our south. Just as the city has invested in laying the foundation for development in the Gulch and the private sector has followed by building an amazing neighborhood, the same has happened in southeastern Davidson County. In the Antioch area, Metro has invested in a new branch library, a community center that will be the largest of all our regional centers in the city, an ice rink, and a community college in the former Hickory Hollow Mall. HCA has also made significant investments in that part of the city. Not to mention the investments in numerous nonprofits and community projects all across our city. The bottom line is this: HCA is a good neighbor. As mentioned already, HCA is working with Skanska to make sure that 20% of the work that is done by small women-owned and minority businesses will be done on this project. This project will add significantly to the quality and economic activity at Nashville's core. It will help knit together the vibrant buzz of activity on this side of North Nashville in the Gulch with the development occurring around the new baseball stadium and in Germantown on the other side of North Nashville. It will make this neighborhood and our downtown broadly a more walkable and pedestrian-friendly place. This project will help our Greenway better connect to the Bicentennial Mall. A couple of years from now, these vacant lots will be filled with modern buildings. Hundreds of Parallon and Sarah Cannon employees will be working, walking, shopping, and eating here. These companies and their employees are going to anchor the development of this special place. This investment by HCA is a perfect example of the public-private partnerships that are so critical to a city's success. We've worked together and we've listened to one another. The result is we've been able to leverage our strengths to the betterment of our city. Again, I could not be more proud than to be a partner with you. Before I leave the podium, I want to recognize Northwestern Mutual and Boyle Investment Company. Northwestern's steadfast commitment to Nashville and Boyle's vision for this site have helped make today possible. They have been great partners throughout the process, and I am excited to see what they will build on the rest of this site. The rebirth of this area is representative of Nashville's bright future, and it is why I'm always saying that as a city, our best days are still ahead of us. Thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. So now, those of you that are involved in the groundbreaking, please come up, and we're going to move some dirt.